What happens to a man's body when he applies castor oil and baking soda for 30 days? Did you know that over 60% of men over the age of 60 report reduced sexual function? And most accept it as just aging? But what if it isn't? What if something completely natural, already in your kitchen, could reverse that decline? Before we dive into this life-changing ritual, take a second to like this video, share it with someone who needs this, and hit subscribe. And in the comments, let us know your thoughts on today's topic. Have you tried any natural remedies for male performance or vitality? Introduction. It starts quietly. No more morning erections, late-night bathroom visits, and the fading spark you once had. Most men brush it off as age. But here's the truth. It's not just aging. It's your body trying to signal that something deeper is off. Congested blood vessels, inflamed pelvic tissue, and a prostate crying out for help. Here's the real shocker. One natural combo, castor oil and baking soda, has been helping men restore their sexual vitality without pills, injections, or surgeries. It sounds too simple to work, right? But it targets the actual roots of decline, blocks circulation, inflammation, and toxic buildup. Dr. Mohit Kara, a urologist with over 30 years of clinical experience, has used this protocol on hundreds of aging men with remarkable success. Within just 3 days, many report subtle but noticeable changes, a warm sensation in the lower pelvis, better sleep, and early signs of restored function. Let me be clear, this isn't just about getting erections back. It's about feeling alive again, standing taller, walking with energy, and reconnecting with your identity as a man. If you're still watching, you're serious about change. So now's the time. Hit that like button and share this with a friend who needs this wisdom. And comment below. What part of your vitality do you want to reclaim? The timeline of restoration, day 4 to day 30, day 4 to 7. Waking up dormant energy. One patient, Ronald, applied a mixture of warm castor oil and baking soda to his lower abdomen and inner thighs, covered it with a warm towel, and rested. After 4 sessions, he experienced something he hadn't felt in years: warmth, sensitivity, and spontaneous erections. How? Castor oil penetrates deeply through skin layers, improving lymphatic flow and circulation in the pelvis. Baking soda breaks down hardened, acidic tissue and restores alkalinity. At this stage, your blood vessels begin to unclog. Think of it like running warm water through old plumbing. Everything starts to loosen. Day 8 to 14, circulation returns, sensation restores. The technique matters. Massage slowly. Focus on the lower abdomen, groin, and inner thighs. Then wrap with a warm towel. Some use a hot water bottle to amplify the effect. This stage is about consistency. Men report reduced swelling, decreased nighttime urination, and the return of spontaneous arousal. You can supercharge the process by activating specific acupressure points. Heart 7, wrist, calms nerves. Liver 3, between toes, detoxifies and regulates blood flow. Inner thigh point, stimulates pelvic nerves. Day 15 to 21, integration with diet and mindset. Ronald plateaued until we looked at his diet. He was unknowingly sabotaging his progress with soda, cheese, and white bread. Once he switched to beet juice, spinach, avocado, and garlic, all known to boost nitric oxide and vascular health, his energy skyrocketed. Scientific studies show that beets can increase nitric oxide by up to 21% in elderly men, improving blood flow to the penis. Equally important is mindset. Frank, another patient, repeated the affirmation, "I still matter," every morning. After prostate surgery, this simple practice helped restore not only his posture, but his self-worth. Healing isn't just physical, it's psychological. The belief that you are still vital reactivates dormant pathways in the nervous system. Day 22 to 30, ritual becomes identity. By now, the practice shifts from treatment to ritual. The body begins to trust you again. Blood vessels that were narrowed start expanding. Nerve connections improve. Hormones realign subtly. Many men experience firmer erections without arousal, more energy, and spontaneous intimacy. But what they really feel is a return of confidence, of manhood, of self. Robert, a 66-year-old retired teacher, told me, "It's not just that things work again. It's that I walk different. My wife noticed before I did. I feel like myself again." Are you feeling inspired by these transformations? Then like this video, subscribe for part 2, and drop a comment. Which change are you most excited about? Day 30 plus, the secret final ingredient. This is where it gets exciting. Once the body has adapted to this daily ritual, we introduce one final step, the catalyst that amplifies all previous results: apple cider vinegar. Yes, that cloudy bottle in your pantry has the power to shift your progress into high gear. When taken in warm water before the nightly castor oil application, apple cider vinegar helps optimize pH levels, detox the liver, enhance mineral absorption, increase nitric oxide production. Nitric oxide is the key messenger molecule that triggers vasodilation, widening blood vessels for better flow. For older men, this is often the missing link. Within a week of adding this step, most men report firmer morning erections, sharper mental clarity, better sleep, a renewed hunger for life. One client said, "It's like my body turned up the volume. I feel tuned in, alive." The science behind it. A 2022 study from the Journal of Urology confirmed that natural acetic acid found in apple cider vinegar stimulates endothelial function and nitric oxide availability, crucial for erectile function. But the most powerful thing about this step isn't the chemical reaction, it's what it symbolizes. You're telling your body, "I haven't given up. I'm just getting started." If this content resonates with you, now's the time to act. Like this video, share it with a brother, father, or friend who needs to hear this. Subscribe so you never miss another transformation tool. And comment, what will you do differently tonight? Conclusion, your new beginning beyond day 30. So here we are. You've walked a path that most never dare explore. Not a path of pills or quick fixes, but of tradition, science, and self-respect. You now have the tools: castor oil plus baking soda to detox, restore circulation, and awaken your manhood. Nutrient-rich food to fuel healing from the inside. A positive mindset to remind your body that you still matter. Apple cider vinegar to bind it all together and elevate results. This journey isn't just about restoring function, it's about reclaiming identity, vitality, and confidence. I've seen this transformation too many times to call it coincidence. Men in their 60s, 70s, even 80s rediscovering passion, purpose, and pride. Not because they believed in magic, but because they believed in themselves. So if you're still watching, this is your sign. Don't go back to sleep. Start tonight. Warm up that oil. Make the mix. Say the words, "I still matter." Because you do, and your future still has chapters left to write. If this video lit a spark in you, help spread the message. Hit that like button. Share it with a man who's quietly struggling. Subscribe for the next episode where we reveal the long-term blueprint to make these gains permanent. And drop a comment. What was your biggest takeaway from this journey? Let's keep going together.